Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Carthage campaign, episode the 49th. And when we left off, we'd seen off a large Gaul invasion, even though the Gauls will now keep on attacking us because they just hate us. And we'd also managed to, well, we've restarted our war against the Brutii and captured Tingi, where we're currently fortifying and awaiting the inevitable counter-attack while we repair our walls and prepare our position. So, what we're doing today is, well, not exactly a great deal we can do. I am returning Admiral Jubal somewhere because we need to send for reinforcements. However, the situation on the Iberian Peninsula is still somewhat shaky. Finances are still not doing fantastic, and Gaul is still trying to invade us. This fort here has 2 turns left until it surrenders, and this one also has 3 turns until surrender. And yeah, we have 2 armies attacking us. So right now, Annibus Volubis is making his way back to Oscar in order to defend the town and hold out in case, well, we get attacked. While we try to rebuild our armies. I have an assassin moving through the area as well, and I'm going to send my diplomat to keep pressuring Gaul into peace talks. We're just going to have to basically keep hitting our head against a stone wall there. We're also planning to recruit another assassin somewhere once we have the money in order to infiltrate and start ruining things for the Brutii. Well, then again, well, actually no, because I'm thinking we do need we need an assassin in both sides of the pitch, basically. One to attack Gaul, one to attack the Brutii. But for now, we're going to call it a turn, and we're going to wait for the inevitable counter-attack because, well, the Brutii aren't exactly going to be happy that I've just pinched a territory off them. They thought they'd beaten me a long time ago, but now, putting ourselves back on the grid. Right, looks like the Julii are pushing north, which means it looks like the Gauls are holding off a little bit. They've broken their siege over here, which it buys me some time, but it looks like they're increasing their siege here now that Anarin of Lamonum has joined in, unless he was already there and I just wasn't paying attention. But he's preparing his attack. Luckily, I should be back in time in order to try and intercept him or at least stop him. I think this could go messy, but either way we'll try and do something. But we're going to move our assassin through the unguarded mountain pass that Gaul just never ever notices for some reason. And we'll just see what we can do. Money, by the way, is doing fantastic this turn. I was bullshit. Oh, there's my other assassin, by the way. Sorry, it's been a week since I recorded. I've just had a very stressful half an hour trying to make my microphone work. I was actually about to tweet, oh, there's going to be no Rome Total War because my microphone's broken, but my microphone's working and I'm going off on a tangent. Anyway. Money is doing really good, actually. It looks like we've just raked in 8k, and the Brutii, well, actually the Brutii are moving. Captain Gnaeus is on his way, and he has an army. So let's send Daniel Herders, find out what's coming towards us, because we need to try and dispatch Cnaeus Brutus, because he'll just want to join in, and then, oh great, he's got a mate as well, Sextus Plautius. Right, looks like getting a foothold on Africa. Oh god, yeah, the Brutii are sending everything at me right now. Not going to be easy, this, but oh well. It'll keep their attention distracted. But they are sending Principes, Velites, Gladiators, Hastati, Onagers, and Ballistas, and Equites. Pre-Marian army, but obviously these are going to be like the last of a species. Oh, and they've recruited some Libyans as well. But yes, looks like the Brutii are sending whatever they can my way. Money's doing really good, at least for a faction announcements, by the way. Akbar Abusus has been married, and he now has a priest of Milkat and an idiot servant. Well done, him. And repairs have been completed. Tingi's walls are repaired at the very least, though they're still like nowhere near good enough for us. We need to repair everything else as well, though whether or not these repairs will be worth it, we don't know, because, well, we could just end up losing this town, but may as well hold on to it for as long as it's making a load of trade for us. And we've managed to recruit some Iberians in Oscar and Corduba, and Tingi have upgraded their Spanish mercenaries. Right. Can't send an army outside right now because we have everything moving in on us. We are about to get closed in on. I would send for reinforcements if I hadn't been fucking about here with Gaul. So yeah, you can see where strategy has gone out of the window a little bit and gone wrong, but oh well. Philosia, I have a job for you though, but you know, We could try and take him, but I don't know if we could take him. I want to take him. What does he have in his army? What do we know about him? Not too much. Spy, how could you... Spy isn't going to get near enough of him. We could take him. I just don't know if we can, though. We need elephants. We need cavalry. We need... I think really what we need to beat the Romans is we're going to need strong cavalry. We're going to need long shields, and we're going to need elephants in order to speak them, which is why we need to hold on to Tingi, but yeah. Anyway, I do have one job for you, Philosia. Walk outside the city, see if there's any local mercenaries who want to join up with us. Yeah! Mercenary. Oh! And we get the Elephantes. Right, recruit me some mercenary war elephants. Gonna use these things. Hoo-hoo! Oh, yes. Even in a siege battle, we've managed to make use out of these things. And chuck in 2 Libyan javelins as well. It's going to cost me a lot of money to recruit these guys, but right. Worth it. Right. I feel a little bit more secure about my position now. Oh, fuck's sake. Right.
Orders?
I've just wasted money there, haven't I? Right, I should have paid attention to how... Right. The Libyan javelins... Actually, no, I have a job for you, Libyan javelins. Go in the forest and be an ambush.
Waiting to ambush.
It's gonna be like the worst ambush ever, but you know what? It's gonna like somehow slow down the Brutii, right? Daniel, you stay in the area and watch. Right, where are you, my Tones?
This day, defending the admiral.
He can board up with the admiral now. He's probably not going to get a chance to make an attempt on Cneius Brutus' life this turn, but we might be able to make some use out of him. But for now, we're just gonna have to do a holdout at Tingi. It's not gonna be an easy holdout, but I need to prepare some reinforcements now, which might mean, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have blown all my money on elephants, but hey, you know what? Blowing all my money on elephants could actually be the best decision I've ever made. Right.
Yes, mighty lord.
Dock on the next turn. Right. Meanwhile, over here, well, we are recruiting some Iberian infantry. I want more. Oh god, it's only. Yeah, we need better cavalry here, don't we? Build a blacksmith as well while we're here, because you know what? I know I'm not recruiting anything. Well, recruit some more Iberian infantry. But if we get a blacksmith up and running, then we can at least send troops with better equipment into the field. Right. Diplomats.
Yes, mighty lord.
Keep moving towards Narbo Martius, see if we can get a peace treaty out of the Gauls. Assassin, you will move around and just start bopping off Gauls I don't like, Gauls who are annoying, and also maybe bop off a few Romans.
No more moves, sir.
If it poses a threat to me, I would just rather have it assassinated. I'm paying a coin to make sure these guys do their job properly, though, which I'm hoping they will do. Actually, I've never had much luck with these assassins in the game. If it's a low percentage chance, I win. If it's a higher percentage chance, I lose. It's very inverse. Very, very inverse. Anyway, that's what we're going to call it a turn, because I am now out of money. So we're going to go to the next turn, raise some more money, and probably get clusterfucked by the Brutii. But hey, I have the world's worst ambush set up in order to, well, slow something down. You never know. We'll consider this a crappy field test for Libyan mercenaries. How good are they? Well, I don't know, but we're going to find out. Next turn, please. Ah, the ambush got spotted. Well, okay. 161 against 1,100. Ah, fuck it. Let's just try it and see what happens. I bought these guys by accident. I'm already having the worst buyer's remorse ever, but you know what? How many kills can these guys get? This is called an experiment. Also just known as fucking up and just trying to cover your tracks, but yeah. Right, the ambush was discovered, so the Romans are just gonna fucking throw everything at you, mate. So, yeah. I'm not even putting him to skirmish mode. It is not even worth it. May as well just have a quick look at what Rome's bringing us, have a quick refresher of their tactics. They like to put the cavalry on the wings, but their cavalry is currently moving around. That is because they do have new Midian mercenaries. Loose formation, by the way, before you get onagered. Oh, you got onagered. Right, well, the loose formation will prevent further onagerings. Principes are coming up the front. They're going to be using their new Midian mercenaries as javelin cavalry. Oh, those Principes are going to be tough cookies to crack, though. But I'm not sure if the Romans are really all that good with their Balearic slingers. Slingers don't really make a main component of the Roman army anyway, so we might get lucky in that aspect. But yeah, hope you guys are ready to die. I've got my really brave one just over here. Just yeah, this guy knows a score. Look at him, he's fucking brave, isn't he? 1 against like 1,000. Don't think he got a kill though, but hey, if I tried, and oh, you know what? You took out a few principles. All right, you guys aren't terrible. Not terrible. These guys do have good defense against missiles, probably, because they're like, oh, they've all got nice armor and stuff. But you know what? These guys tried, and that's the important thing. Except we're getting actually loose formation is actually yeah. Look, the Romans aren't really hitting a lot of their pillars. I mean, they are hitting us with their pillars, but looks like that loose formation is negating the damage they're doing against us. So you know what? This is called a scouting report. It's a crap skirmish like you see on Time Commanders, except I've really crapped it out here. But you know what? Loose formation to stop those pillars. Skirmishes aren't too bad. Did something. Took out a few men, and they're routing.
Defeat is a bitter taste, made all the worst when it is clearly a defeat.
You guys tried. You were a scout. Well, 15 kills. Okay, that probably wasn't a very good result for them, but let's face it, it had no backup, no support, and I just basically left them out to dry. We won't be getting any extraordinary rain.
Moves depleted, mighty lord.
Right, well that was fun to watch. Right, so here is the current situation as it stands. First things first, Captain Carafer, you can actually just stand there for a minute. The Brutii are splitting their troops up, and that actually could be a flaw for them because that's going to make things more manageable for me. I could quickly pick on one and win. Wish I could rotate the campaign map by the way, because I just want to move this guy slightly, like, move here. Still using these guys somehow, but yeah, I have a plan. Anyway, end of turn report is that we're losing money, but we're still doing fairly well. And we got Tingi repaired, well, I'll burn it if necessary. And we got stuff done here. War has been declared between the Britannians and the Thracians, by the way. So I assume actually there's a little bluish tinge there. So maybe the Britannians have been expanding into the Balkans somehow. But yeah, good for them, I guess. Also, the Gauls did break through and they are on their way to Oscar. So, Anibus Volubis, you make your way into Oscar now. Retrain, and we'll discover if these guys are just going to basically go for a big old wander off to fucking Numantia again. Because that's what these guys are really well known for doing now. So, yeah, you guys get repaired. Diplomat, go have a chat with Nabo Marty, see if anyone's home. If not, the assassin is going to have some fun, or at least he's going to practice on some captains. They make good practice, don't they? Good for just grinding up a little bit of skill. By the way, I've pre-ordered Total War Warhammer 2. I'm very happy about that. Right, can we bribe cities, by the way? Fucking hell, you can bribe cities. That is pretty good, right. Ceasefire, trade rights, I'll give him map information and I'll make him a single payment. I'll offer him 2 grand this time. It's a lot, but 1,500 actually. Just because the diplomacy in this game is a bit iffy. And I expect the Gauls will just declare war on me in about 2 turns time anyway, so I'm not blowing all that money. Right, look, ceasefire? No ceasefire. Right, fuck off then. It's useless negotiating with the AI in this game. Assassin, keep moving northwards and find something useful to do. I have something else useful for my other assassin to do, so yeah, before we quickly jump into what I'm going to do, which is, since the Brutii are breaking their army into manageable chunks, we're going to try and take some out on the field now. Is that assassin done, by the way? Thank you. What we're going to do is, out of Tingi my army shall go, attack Captain Gnaeus, they shall do so, and then we might be able to take Captain Herennius down with them, and yeah. But Jubal, quickly make sure my assassin is dropped off and ready to do useful things, and you can just rock back up in Corduba. Right, you killed to please me, right, well, you will please me if Sextus Plautus is dead. 12%, right, you're not going to kill him then, right. Captain Gnaeus, 22%. You are a crap assassin, mate. Right.
I serve your will.
Killing the other one, 31%. Right. Go for Captain Herennius, and if you die, so help me, I will be pissed off to hell. What are the odds my assassin fucking dies here? I didn't hear a nice bone-shattering 500 denarii right down the fucking drain. Right, recruit another one and make sure he doesn't piss it up for wall this time. We really need to build an academy. You know what? Build a fucking academy here. I am not hiring idiots again. Right, build an academy before we recruit anything again. Rotate the crops, by the way, because we need to keep growing the population in Nova. Over here, by the way, recruit some skirmishers and some more cavalry. Just doing a bit of a mixed bag of an army again. Assassin slain by bodyguards. Yep, because he's shit. Right. Here we go then. Here we fucking go. I want my army, who stands here all nice and tall and nicely dressed. I want you to go and do something that will impress me. Knock off Captain Ganaeus, knock off his mate, and yeah. That'll just start clearing out the Brutii threat to my lands. Go on, you can do it, lads. And he takes the bait. Good, good, good. It's going to be an even battle here, though, so this is going to be a hard one. For I do outnumber the enemy by just over 1,000 men, and I do have my Libyan skirmishers just knocking about. Woo. But yes, the enemy is quite big. They do have Principes, some of which I slightly weaken. I mean, look. Ah, you're running a little low on Hastati, aren't you, matey boy? But yeah. Gonna be a tough army to take down, but we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. That is all we can do, really. But my guy is actually known as Philosia the Conqueror. So let us continue to conquer. And Captain Herennius brings 2... Ah, legionaries! Right, looks like we're going to be facing down our first few legionaries as well. Right. Herennius will be the harder one to deal with, I believe, because he will have higher quality units. But we'll do what we can. And remember, I do have an elephant up my sleeve. If you can fit them up there.
This is a day of battle. We will stand together. We will not fear defeat. We will look forward to victory! Now, watch for the enemy. Watch for tricks. Watch for their cunning. And send them to their ancestors!
Yep. Watch for tricks, watch for cunning. If Romans have ancestors, I guess we can send them in that direction. I don't know what Romans do when they die. Hopefully they just, like, die. Right, let's start positioning our troops. The enemy does have themselves a hill and a forest to use, so we're already in a little bit of danger, because obviously they'll be using pilums. But, I have these things. I have 72 elephants. Not really. It's about 3 people to an elephant, so 72. Divide that by 3. That brings us to a figure of about, what, 22 elephants-ish? 24 elephants? Look, we have a lot of elephants. Actually, no, let's just physically count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 24 elephants. They're nice elephants. They're very cute as well. They come equipped with archers who wear nice hats, and yeah. If we use these things correctly, we can use them to shoot down the enemy and charge them all down. So basically I've got a nice hybrid unit here, which will do very well to try and turn the tide. Charge them in at the right moment, use them to provide suppressing fire. I can't go wrong with these things, except I probably can, but that's why I'm going to try and be clever with them. And not throw them in the battle too early as well. Nothing's worse than a berserk elephant. We need to make sure we throw them in at the right time. Center of my line will be the Iberian infantry. This will be where my line will be the strongest. And I do suspect the Romans will deploy towards this hill. But given that the AI is unpredictable, I am going to try and just deploy more to the center, and we'll just adjust our formation as we go. But we do have the... We're gonna have a little bit of a pillar exchange first things first. But actually, you know what? All men... We'll have a match in a loose formation, because you know what, the Romans do have missile superiority in some aspects, but I do have my slingers as well. It will be the front line. We'll see what we can do to provoke the Romans with those. Slingers are always useful to have in my army. Right. Libyan spearmen, by the way, will be making up the flanks of my army, as well as Iberian infantry. So Iberian infantry will be like here, they'll be like the sort of flank. Put them in loose formation again, because we want to just try and negate damage from both pilums and artillery, since the Romans are using both of those. So, you know, it's always good to think about safety. So then we'll put the other Iberians like so. Just make sure we're in a loose formation already. There we go.
Units,
Move out.
And then each flank gets 2 Libyan spearmen each, so they just march like this, and we'll put them in a loose formation. So it's not exactly the loosest formation in the world. You guys, I did put you in. There we go. Right, so loose formation of spears like so. Except, right, I already grouped them. That's why. Right, you guys go in a loose formation. Right, there we go. Loose formation of Libyan spearmen. Use these guys to counter cavalry, but they're okay against cavalry as we've seen in previous episodes, except their morale is a bit of a bottler, which is a bit of a pain for me to deal with, but whatever. And we put other Libyan spearmen on the other flank, so there we go. So at least now I've got a nice attacking line. I have 3 more units of Iberian infantry to play with. They're going to be my reserves. Actually, I have 4 units of Iberian infantry. These are reserve units, which I will bring into battle as I see fit, so we'll just keep them there, because remember we are dealing with 2 armies rather than 1. But what I want to do is, since the Brutii sort of like spreading their armies out, I think it'll be easy to just try and pick them all off, rather than try and just have them all just come and clusterfuck me in a siege. Libyan mercenaries will march behind the Spanish mercenaries, by the way. We've basically got our mercenary centre now. But these guys will be used. They have nice hats, by the way, don't they? Elephants are at the back. They're basically my special unit. I'm going to use them as I see fit. I mean, I'm going to use their missile abilities first before bringing them in for the charge. So I'm going to use them like a regular archer unit. Then, last but not least, I have a conqueror, and I also have my 2 units of round shield cavalry. They'll be accompanying my general, and they will move as I see fit, using mainly for the purpose of flanking and trying to break morale. So that's my army build done. So it's mainly infantry centric again. Gonna admit, victory might not be guaranteed here. We've not had a lot of luck against Romans in this campaign, and I don't think our luck's going to change anytime soon. But every time we fight them, we can learn something new. We can improve our strategies, and as long as we can keep the Romans' attention on Africa, keep fighting at Tingi, it's going to buy me time. The more time I buy for myself, the closer I get to unlocking better units. Get some Poeni infantry, get better artillery, stuff like that. We're going to break Rome down with attrition and just by banging our head on a wall. Bit of a stupid tactic, I know, but to be honest, Carthage isn't an easy faction. And I've had my advisors confirm this with me, that Carthage is a bit of a shit faction, as in like they're a bit of a pisser to play the campaign because no one likes Carthage. Even I don't like Carthage. Anyway, let's begin the episode, and well, not begin the episode. How far are we into this episode? We're quite far now. Just begin the battle and try not to die, lads.
Your reinforcements are here, but will they be enough for final victory?
Not really, but there might be enough to confuse the Romans. Right, we need to get moving. What the oh, hello. Are the Romans marching to... Right, Libyan spearmen who have just come into a battle, by the way, who... I don't know if I can control them yet, or because I have a full army, so yeah. They will actually won't be... I should have put them under AI control. The one time I don't put something under AI control. Right, whatever. We've got a Roman to deal with, right. They're moving to link up with their reinforcements as... Well, I should have predicted that, really. They're on a defensive, so they want to link up with reinforcements, and they want to make a new battle line. Right, we need to move in and start attacking them before they get too formed up. They get too formed up. Oh fuck! My battle formation looks so cool, by the way. I wish I was on a defensive. But right, you lot group up because I like that formation as it is. Move and meet. Move and meet. You're all firing at will, so we'll position ourselves on this hill here. And we will deal with Rome there. Start moving up some Iberian infantry, like so. And make sure we've got spears on the flanks to keep our lines secure. That artillery is quite isolated, by the way. We could gamble. We could do a little bit of a gamble here. Dispatch 1 unit of round shield cavalry, break him away from the group. Try and intercept some of that artillery before it regroups. The Romans have made a mistake there in letting our artillery get loose. Won't be able to get too much damage on it because it's likely the Romans will either maneuver some infantry or some cavalry there. But you know what? If it's to bring down a big expensive bit of artillery, may as well not let the Romans have a chance to use it. So try and knock into those onagers, disrupt them, just slow the Romans down a little bit, please. The other cavalry can wait in reserve. Elephants, by the way, let's bring you here so you're ready to start doing some damage as I see fit. Cavalry, right. That onager is in a position where you could get stomped by a Roman. So this is going to be a hit and run like no other before. Form up into a wedge. And go for it. Just look at that. It's like taking out hobbits. There we go. Right. Slowed them down quite nicely. That's going to piss off the Romans up. They're sending some Principes in to help. So, ready. 3, 2, 1. There's some other prey. Go for the ballistas now. Say goodbye to your Honour, just Rome. Broken them, by the way. Good. That's something knocked out of the game. Right. Take out the other artillery, and that's a nice little win for me. Right, I feel happy now. Even if we lose this battle, I feel happy. I've had my little personal victory of just knocking out the artillery, and I've put confusion into the Roman lines, and that means they're not going to be hammering me down with artillery anymore, which would break my morale and do quite horrible damage to my numbers. They are throwing some Hastati my way though, but they are running towards me, which is tiring them out already. My cavalry isn't doing much better stamina-wise, and they have started turning away. However, I know the enemy is just baiting me with that. I'm not going to take the bait. Maneuver yourselves away and get ready for further orders. Other cavalry, you need to just be a little bit closer to the battlefield, because actually the Romans have engaged us because I haven't been paying attention very well. They're throwing their gladiators at us. Right. Surround their gladiators and contain them. I'm gonna bring my cavalry around. Elephants. I don't want you to go in for an attack. Use your archers for now. Use your archers. So I think I need to go to Alt. Yeah, Alt attack. Right. If you hold down Alt, you could use enemies' alternative attacks, by the way. Right. Let's get moving because the enemy is in a full attack now. Slingers, you need to get behind your lines and prepare yourselves for an incoming attack. Iberians, you've got company there. Round shields, you've got company. You need to move away. You guys need to run in now. Just get in there. Surround the Velites. Spanish mercenaries, go for it. Libyans, go for it. Right. God, Rome's throwing everything at us, and some of my units are already breaking quite badly. Oh, this is not an easy one for me today. It's all going a little bit... Oh dear, it's going a little bit pear-shaped on this wing here. Right, where are my reserves? We need reserves. Get the reserves in there. At least there's slingers, but you know what, slingers, you've got an open line to shoot. Use it. Iberian infantry, don't have your backs to Hastati. That's how Hastati get in and get kills. Don't let those Onager engineers get back to the artillery. They want if they want to reactivate their artillery, they've got to go through my cavalry first. Right, elephants. Not really being very effective right now, so elephants, bring them in for a charge. Cavalry, slow down the general. Other cavalry, let's get you around the flanks now. Enemy general routes though, he shits himself when the conqueror comes. Good. Elephants, by the way, fantastic charge there. They're doing good. Right, that's the other general there. That was legionaries. Right, we're bringing the legionaries down. Good, bring down the house on them. Those Hastati broke up nicely, by the way. Start bringing those Iberians back. You guys, take out the Velites. Velites are only skirmishers. You can take them. Elephants, where are we going? Elephants are winning really nicely against those guys. So, right. I know what unit we need to bring. Yeah!
They are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
One army down, one to go. Right. Elephants, I need you to pull back a little bit. We don't want to risk you now. As in, well, I want to risk my elephants. I want to use my elephants, but we need to make sure we're using them correctly and smartly. General, issue a rallying call. See if we can try and get some units back. Don't run over our own men, by the way. Oh, nice one.
Has been killed. Now we will see the measure of his soldiers' courage.
I feel like this is a good return to form for us now. We're fighting Rome and we're fighting well. Right. Start bringing in more infantry to start taking down their main line. Cavalry, while the main line is occupied... Oh shit, no, the main line's breaking up. Right. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. That's how we lose. What we need to do is we need to make the main line face away from us. Libyan mercenaries, I don't know what you're doing right now. I think they're out of ammo, so right. Libyan mercenaries, you may as well withdraw from this battle. Your services are no longer required. Bringing the Romans down now. You know what, this is a confusing battle. I don't even know what's going on. It's like a drunk battle, but you know what, fuck it. War is chaos, and in this chaos, it looks like... Oh! Carthage just scrapes it up! All cavalry units, move in, sweep up. Make sure the absolute bare minimum escapes this battle now. Bring down every last stinking Roman, please, because I am a happy chappy now! Looks like round 1 goes to me, if we're not counting Tingi, because I don't count Tingi, because that was a very, very fucking easy siege, so yeah. Round 1 of the second war against Rome goes to Carthage! The second Punic War is underway, and as intended, it looks like this time Carthage will win the day. Let's just hope the third Punic War doesn't happen where shit just goes sideways for Carthage, but yeah. Hannibal knew how to gain victories, but he didn't know how to use them. We're going to gain victories, and we're going to use them. We're going to use them properly. But for now, looks like my army is doing a little bit better. Obviously, we had our fair share of routing, and we are quite down on numbers, but you know what? We've knocked out quite a few Romans. It might trigger the Romans to send more troops to try and attack me, but what we need to do is we need to start drip feeding more reinforcements into Africa. We need to build up a foothold in Tingi. Once we're in a position where we can set up forts and other cool shit, then we know we've won. Looks like that's the last unit to try and escape, by the way, just a few Principes, so you guys are trying to take them out. I know you spearmen, come on. Don't you have like a dagger or something you can use? Don't go jogging with them, kill them! Don't try to make friends with Romans. Don't make me put your entire unit to death. I don't think we actually lost any units, by the way. Can we control those Libyan javelins, by the way? Just let me have a look. Where are they? They're nearby. Look! They still haven't entered the battle. That means I actually didn't lose one unit in this battle. Not one unit managed to route their way out of the battlefield. I actually managed to rally all my men back. You know what? I'm even happier now. I'm just so fucking happy right now, even though I have a very unemotional voice. But be proud of me now. Be proud of me, though you guys kind of fucked up a little bit.
In your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Run away, Romans, run away. Soon I'll be running all the way to Rome. Whew, good victory though. The losses were quite heavy on my side. I still think we managed to pull through with a pretty good result as we took out over 1,000 Romans. Actually, we basically took out nearly all of them. Woohoo! Good victory then. Statistics overall are, well, a lot of units actually did quite well. Best units was the General, bringing in 281 kills. I don't call him the Conqueror for nothing. Elephant's got 153 kills, even though I was pretty restrained in using them. And I think we only lost one elephant in the entire battle as well, so that's pretty good. Libyan mercenaries didn't do too badly, even though I was pretty bad at micromanaging. Spanish mercenaries, they got their fair share of kills. I would say my micromanagement in this battle in general was a bit off, but you know what? A lot of units actually still... I mean, there were Iberian infantry that were bringing in over 100 kills. If that's happening, we're doing something right. So you know what? I'm happy with that. Only one unit got a promotion though, which is a bit of a shame. I think a few units deserve promotion there, but you know what? The Battle of Marontium in 213 BC was a nice little smackdown to tell the Romans that this time I'm not running away and fucking up.
Victory!
So that's one Roman army dealt with. Make your way back into Tingi and prepare your men. We may still be sieged, but you know what? We've managed to slow them down for a little bit. So retrain your men and prepare for our next move. And as for you lot who are watching, you prepare for the next episode, which is coming out tomorrow. I will see you all on the next episode, my friends. Today was a good result, and I feel satisfied with our performance today. We've slowed down the Romans, and we've managed to beat them away. However, there's still an army on the way. But now I'm a little more confident, I think we can deal with them. So I will see you on the next episode. And also we'll deal with some Gauls. If only I could get peace with them, but the Gauls just won't fucking listen. Oh well, time to bribe the shit out of them. See you on the next episode, folks.